Ever wondered if forgiving someone is actually making you vulnerable? Or worse, weak? You're not alone. Many of us were taught that strength means standing your ground, fighting back, and never letting anyone get away with hurting you. But what if the greatest power you could ever hold is the power to let go? Let me tell you Sarah's story. Sarah grew up believing one simple rule: if someone hurts you, make sure they regret it. To her, forgiveness sounded like surrender, like pretending pain never happened, like letting people walk all over you. In her world, strong people didn't forgive, they remembered. They protected themselves with anger. But life had a way of challenging what she thought she knew. Sarah worked in a fast-growing company where promotions were rare and competition was fierce. She had one close friend at work, Daniel. They shared ideas, supported each other, and dreamed of moving up together. Then the company announced a major promotion. One person would get it. Sarah worked harder than ever, late nights, missed family dinners, sacrificed weekends. She trusted Daniel with her project ideas, her plans, her strategies. On the day of the final presentation, Daniel stood in front of the board and presented Sarah's ideas as his own. Word for word, slide for slide, dream for dream. Daniel got the promotion. Sarah got silence. Her chest burned with anger. Her hands shook. Her mind replayed every conversation they ever had. "I'll expose him," she told herself. "I'll destroy his reputation the way he destroyed mine." And honestly, no one would have blamed her. But in the middle of her rage, something unexpected happened. Not a voice, not a miracle, just a quiet question inside her. Is revenge going to heal you or harden you? Sarah didn't forgive immediately. She cried, she broke down, she talked to no one for days. But slowly she realized something painful. Every time she imagined hurting Daniel back, her heart felt heavier. Every time she replayed the betrayal, her peace slipped further away. She wasn't punishing him, she was imprisoning herself. So she made a strange decision. Not to forget, not to pretend, but to release. She stopped plotting revenge. She stopped feeding the anger. She focused on rebuilding herself instead of destroying someone else. When people asked why she wasn't fighting back, she simply said, "I'm choosing my peace over my pride." It shocked everyone, even her. Months passed. Daniel's lie eventually surfaced, not through Sarah, but through his own careless mistakes. Trust in him faded. Opportunities closed. But by then, Sarah had moved on. She had grown. She had found new mentors. She had built something stronger than a position: confidence. When she finally got her own promotion, she didn't feel like she had won against Daniel. She felt like she had won over bitterness, and that victory felt deeper, cleaner, stronger. She realized something powerful. Revenge gives a moment of satisfaction. Forgiveness gives a lifetime of freedom. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is not pretending. It is not forgetting. Forgiveness is choosing not to let pain control your future. It is saying, "You hurt me, but you don't get to shape who I become." It is releasing yourself from the weight of carrying someone else's wrong. So ask yourself, who are you still fighting in your heart? What anger are you feeding every day? And what would happen if you chose peace instead? Forgiveness won't change the past, but it can completely change your future. And maybe, just maybe, your greatest strength is not in holding on to pain, but in having the courage to let it go. If this story spoke to you, don't let it stop here. Subscribe for more powerful stories about life, faith, healing, and growth. Join a community that chooses hope over pain and strength over bitterness. Hit subscribe and grow with us.